On this spot, on June 25, 2007, a gang of children first discovered the green and red door, leading to the Invisible Garden, a dreamlike subdimension of playful whimsy and dangerous non-human entities. There are 13 rules that must be followed to safely navigate the Invisible Garden, rules which are freely available, but as of this time, only 2 citizens have yet to re-emerge from the space.
Wide range of high-quality yarns in the
June 25th, 2007. The 13 rules for the Invisible Garden are as follows.
Avoid sentient cheeses.
They are everywhere, and they are talkative.
Whisper to the void.
If you hear the void calling, respond softly. Yelling may wake the entities that sleep in the darknesses beyond reality.
Do not engage with digital eyes.
If screens begin to watch you, do not stare back. They are not out there for your entertainment.
Avoid souvenirs.
Memory-laden objects have the capacity to haunt you and future generations.
If you see a blue door, walk away.
All blue doors lead to occupied restrooms, and it's always super awkward.
Beware of equilateral triangles.
If all the angles are 60 degrees, it's probably a trap.
Greet gray people with a jaunty hello.
If a gray person approaches, engage with them in a friendly fashion, or else bad things could happen.
Avoid the humming pigeons.
If you hear a low hum coming from the birds, move quickly or risk being swept away.
Receive gifts from the shadows.
If shadows offer gifts, they will take offense if you do not accept.
Do not dance in the mist.
It is both dangerous and immoral to gyrate rhythmically in mists of any type.
Trust the giggling stranger with bugs for eyes.
Actually, this one might not be a good rule. We should really check these things.
Never look back at a fading light.
If a distant light begins to dim, keep moving away from it to avoid being receded into the horizon.
The Invisible Garden is a marvel of modern sciences, but it is also not a real place. Unit 313, the enigmatic, otherworldly division of the Vancouver Police Department, vehemently discourages any physical or emotional contact with the Invisible Garden, as well as all conversation about it, insisting that this is for the greater public safety. While only 2 private citizens have ever entered and exited the Invisible Garden, there have been several military incursions, all of which have been considered abject failures. The following is a partial transcripted recording of an interview done with a former member of the Canadian Armed Forces, whose name and rank have been redacted for security reasons.
We got there and the air was sweating, humid, like a fog you had to push through. We were on edge. We'd been told to expect hostile forces. We'd been told to be prepared to shoot on sight. But the enemy never came. We found the screens. Lenny, he freaked out, opened fire on one of them. It shattered with a strange sound, slow like rupturing tinfoil. Lenny got a bunch of glass in his face, lost both his eyes. He screamed so hard he started coughing up blood. Doc had to shoot him up with morphine, put him to sleep. We didn't take the body with us, so I guess he's still back there, slowly becoming part of that place. We found those missing kids. Our orders were to observe, then interrogate. If we suspected any biological or intellectual mutations had occurred, we would execute the group. We only ever got to talk to one of them. The rest just stayed out of range. She had these diffused pupils. It's hard to explain. We should have done it right then, but I wanted to interview her, to hear what she'd gone through. I wanted to learn something. That was my mistake. The one who spoke to us, she was the 9-year-old. Smart, like clever and fast. There was something wrong with her hands. I couldn't quite get my head around what was wrong, though. It was like when a computer tries to draw a person and it gets the fingers wrong. Too many digits or too many joints. It was uncanny. Kinda hurt your head to look at too closely. It still makes me feel fuzzy. Drugged. Something in the air, maybe. She told me a story, and then a story within a story. Combined with this interview, I don't know how deep that puts us. She told me things were going to change, and keep changing. She said a big man was coming, and he had a plan for everybody. A place and a plan for every soul in Christendom. She told me my name, my real name. Then she told me my mother's name and my mother's mother's name. She said to me, "This isn't even your dream." And then she fell back into the ground. That's when we lost her. It was like she had sunk straight into the soil, like the ground had opened up, swallowed her whole, and then closed like those sliding doors on Star Trek. We know there's something over there, and that over there doesn't even really exist. We know something's trying to come through, and these are the way it reaches into this world. We're inside it, like it's the plot to a story, or one of those giant whales that swallows the world. We shouldn't have gone over there. We have nothing to learn from that thing. But God, it sure wants to teach us.
Get that primitive look